What's going on, everybody? Today I'm here to do a review for M3gan 2.0. M3gan 2.0 is the sequel to the 2023 hit film M3gan that followed a woman by the name of Gemma building and creating an AI style doll for her niece Katie that starts off as a loving and caring toy to enjoy and possibly market across the globe for other young girls, and ends up going completely chaotic once the programming gains autonomy of its body. In this sequel, the pair are now facing a dilemma even more diabolical than M3gan, if you can believe it, in the form of an AI machine named Amelia. Created for governmental purposes, Amelia was designed to infiltrate places where the average human being was not able to go and efficiently get the job done, when all of a sudden it starts to gain control over its own programming and becomes completely unhinged. Now, knowing this, and with the government coming to Gemma for help, it puts her in a position to have to reawaken a being that she thought she and her niece put down, being M3gan herself. The plot of this movie played almost similarly like Terminator 2, and ironically, I picked up on that when I saw the first official trailer for the movie. I say that because if you remember in the first Terminator movie, the T-800, played by Arnold Schwarzenegger, was designed to be sent back to kill Sarah Connor to avoid John Connor from being born. He was the threat of that film. In T2, he came back to help save John from being killed by the T-1000. Basically, that's what M3gan did in this movie, and while that is notable and obvious, it, in my opinion, did not pull it off in the way that T2 did. But then again, what other movie could? I wish for me that the storyline was a bit more original in that aspect. Honestly, the plot I had in mind for this movie did not execute itself the way I thought it would on screen. Going into this, I thought Amelia would learn more about her creation, feel some type of way about it, and go after what she believed to be the source of her creation. One thing the movie did get right, in my opinion, was acknowledging that the worker in the first M3gan film who stole the ideas off of the laptop and sending it to a then unknown location. But for the person who may not have seen the first M3gan film, which if they didn't, I don't know why they would watch this one, they would have not known what all of that meant. The movie to me came off more like a comedy than a horror film, although it's labeled as such on every platform. I did not get scared one time in the movie or have one jump scare. I guess that's why the movie was rated PG opposed to the R rating that it had in the first one. One good thing I will say that this film kept intact was the level of sass the M3gan character has because of the personality that she's always known to have. She's always been one that's been a know-it-all. She's very smart alecky. She's very slick with the tongue. Honestly, and for me, this is a one-time viewing for me. Hell, the person that was sitting not even directly next to me, but maybe 2 seats down, said, and I quote, "This is one of the worst sequels ever made." And mind you, we were only about 45 minutes into the movie, and the movie is about 2 hours long. Another issue I had was that we did not get enough interaction with M3gan in this movie. M3gan did not really come into play as a physical being until about maybe an hour or so into the film. And keep in mind, the person that was sitting about 2 seats down from me said that this is one of the worst sequels they've ever made, before or around the time she was getting ready to come on the screen for the first time. And keep this in mind, she's supposed to be the lead. I think she had more screen time in the first one than she did in this one. She felt more like a side character in this rather than the lead. Think of how they did Blade and Blade Trinity. I found myself getting bored as time went on with the film. The only other good thing I can give this movie is some of the fight sequences were good, but other than that, that's about it. Even the main villain, because there actually is a main villain beyond the Amelia character, did really fell flat for me. Like, he did not come off menacing at all. He just seemed like someone that you could just pluck across the room and be done with him. And it was like, how in the world does someone who comes across as this pipsqueak manage to do all of this? And it's like, if y'all don't get rid of this dude, it was like, even when they got rid of him, it wasn't even that satisfying, because it just felt like it dragged. That was another thing I had. The pacing of this movie just seemed very flat for me. It just felt like one long, boring narrative. It was no excite to me. It just felt like it was no excitement. I really have nothing more left to give this movie. Y'all let me know what y'all think about this down in the comments, and I will talk to you in the next one.